it. Down the lane. He ran out of time. The Bucks don't get off his shot.
What happened? Giannis and the Bucks being eliminated by the 8th seed Miami Heat. The so-called favorites, Phoenix Suns, getting eliminated in the second round. The Celtics going down 3-0 to the 8th seed Miami Heat. And Jokic sweeping LeBron so badly that he's considering retirement. These are the playoffs we were praying for back in 2018. Parity in the NBA is finally here, and let's talk about it. Going to these playoffs, the Bucks were one of, if not the favorites to win it all. Then playoff Jimmy came out of nowhere. Destroying them in 5 games. Although Giannis did miss 2 games with injury, he still played 3 which he lost. This was the first time since 2007 that the 8th seed has lost to the 1 seed. Now let's talk about why the Bucks messed up. Mike Budenholzer, who subsequently got fired after the elimination screwed up. In the last play of the game, with 2 timeouts remaining, Budenholzer didn't call the timeout. And throughout the series as well, Budenholzer wasn't making adjustments on Jimmy, as Heat Check mentioned in his video.
First of all, how in the world are you letting Jimmy Butler, the most dangerous guy from Miami, get layups with your season on the line? Look, this is a simple brush screen and the entire lane is wide open for Jimmy to just flip this in. And for the 3rd time in the clutch, the pick by Butler, and on the roll there's nobody to help out for another easy bucket. Seriously, if there's one guy you have to stop, it's Jimmy. If you can't do it with a single coverage by Drew Holiday, then send a double, send help, or switch it. Put one of the best defenders in the league in Giannis on him, but don't let him just get easy points on you. Antetokounmpo himself said the same thing in the postgame.
Do you think you made enough adjustments over Jimmy?
We didn't. Maybe we could have done some double teaming more, try to make him pass the ball. I don't know.
At the trade deadline, the 13th seed Lakers traded their scapegoat, Russell Westbrook, to the Jazz in a multiple team deal. After this, Russ got waived by the Jazz and signed a minimum deal with the Clippers, not even making $1 million a year. No one had any expectations for Russ on the Clippers. Russ's former team, the Lakers, jumped up to the 7th seed, making him look even more bad. In the first round, the Clippers played against the Suns, against his former teammate, Kevin Durant, and Russ balled out without Paul George and Kawhi for most of the series. And with this incredible block, which was one of the highlights of the playoffs.
Down 3 on the brink here in game 1. Booker taking on Westbrook, and a block by Westbrook, and he throws it off of Booker. It is Clipper ball.
Throughout the season, Jokic was the favorite for MVP for the 3rd year in a row. This can perfectly be explained using the Raptor WAR metric, as Jimmy High Roller explained in his video.
But possibly the most revealing metric of all comes from 538 and their Raptor WAR stats. Introduced to the world in 2019, this predictive model is about as convoluted and elaborate as one can possibly get. I mean, at this point, we're about one step away from a course in advanced mathematics. But to find the purpose of this statistic, look no further than its name. Robust algorithm using player tracking and on-off ratings with wins above replacement. Or a very fancy way of saying we used every metric under the sun to reveal how valuable a player is relative to everyone else. It's complicated, but it's good. And in terms of Raptor WAR, here are the top 100 most valuable players in the league. Towards the bottom, you have players like Jose Alvarado, TJ McConnell, and Tyrese Maxey with Raptor Wars around 3. Climb up the charts, and the first player to crack the top 50 is Lou Dort, followed by Austin Reeves and Zach LaVine, all around a score of about 5. Keep climbing, and you'll find the best players in the entire league. Giannis with a score of 9, SGA with a score of 9.2, Jimmy Butler with 9.3, and Dame, Embiid, and Luka as the only players to crack a double-digit Raptor war with scores of 11, 12.2, and 12.3 respectively. Well, actually, Jokic also has a score in the double digits. In fact, Nikola Jokic has a mark so high, it looks like a typo. So, with all the numbers and odds unanimously pointing at Jokic to win this year's MVP, at this point, this should be all wrapped up.
It was, until this happened.
So I didn't know if I wanted to wait to bring this conversation on No Mercy, or was it appropriate for First Take? And damn it, I'm here, so it's appropriate for First Take. So let me get us in outside of our comfort zone a little bit when we talk about the MVP conversation. When it comes down to guys winning MVP since 1990, it's only 3 guys that won the MVP that wasn't top 10 in scoring. Do you know who those 3 guys were?
Who are they?
Steve Nash, Jokic, and Dirk Nowitzki. What do those guys have in common? I'll let it sit there and marinate. You think about it.
Should Embiid be the MVP frontrunner?
Okay, well, don't come giving me this stuff about a triple-double. I don't want to hear that. Early in the season, about 25 to 30 games into the season, he was actually around 9.5, 9.8. And then all of a sudden, he started searching for them assists to get it up above 10. So don't come giving me nothing about a triple-double. And don't come up here telling me about what?
My God. Are you sitting here and saying Nikola Jokic is having his numbers padded? Is that what you're saying?
You heard what the hell I said.
Stephen, I mean no offense to you, and I mean no offense to First Take, because I think this show is extremely valuable. It is an honor to be on this desk every day. It really is. But what we've just witnessed is the problem with this show, where we create narratives that do not exist in reality. The implication, what you are implying, that the white voters that vote on NBA are racist, that they favor white people. You just said that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. That is exactly what you implied, Kendrick Perkins. That is exactly what you implied. Secondly, hold on.
I did not call. I stated the facts. And you're not about to sit up.
We all know what you implied the other day. We all know what you implied just now. Hold on.
I stated it's the facts.
Following the antics of Kendrick Perkins, the narrative around Jokic's MVP run completely changed. Suddenly, Embiid started leading the MVP race, and Embiid eventually won the MVP, and the Sixers took a 3-2 lead over the second seed Celtics in the second round. Then Embiid choked, losing to the Celtics, completely destroying his MVP case, and showing that Jokic should have won it. Jokic went on to sweep the Lakers and head on to the NBA Finals. Often ranked as a top 3 dynasty of all time, the Warriors dynasty was one to remember. From coming out of nowhere to beat LeBron in 2015, to breaking the regular season record of 72-10 by winning 73-9, and then choking in the finals, giving us arguably the greatest NBA season ever. Following the historic season, the Warriors pulled one of the most infamous moves in NBA history, signing a top 3 scorer of all time in Kevin Durant, making him the most hated player in the NBA. The Kevin Durant trade gave the Warriors a chokehold on the NBA from 2017 till 2019, when Kevin Durant left the Nets in the offseason. With injuries to Klay Thompson, the Warriors had a lackluster 2 seasons, getting the second pick in 2020, drafting now-bust James Wiseman. With the return of Klay Thompson and the core forming around Steph Curry, and with the emergence of Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole, the Warriors had a comeback season, unexpectedly winning the 2022 NBA championship. In 2023, however, the Warriors were lackluster, missing Andrew Wiggins due to personal issues, the infamous Draymond Green punch, Jordan Poole digressing, and much more. In the first round of the playoffs, the Warriors took the Kings to 7 games, beating them as the 6th seed. The first round was a perfect show of why experience beats talent. In the second round, most people expected a good series between the Lakers and the Warriors, but the series was mid. The Lakers won in 6, winning 3 games by over 20 points. This, plus the fact that Draymond Green likes LeBron a little too much, might just be the recipe for the end of the Warriors dynasty.
The Lakers, after scapegoating Russ, got less swept by Jokic and the Nuggets so badly that he's considering retirement. LeBron is not retiring. This is just another example of LGM at work. I'm expecting the Lakers to run it back. What's next for the Celtics? They should trade Jaylen Brown for Damian Lillard or Ja Morant. They need another full playmaker and ball handler.
Imagine I told you in 2016 that a center from Serbia beat LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Jimmy Butler while breaking more records than I can count. Easily a top 7 center of all time. That's the greatness of Nikola Jokic.